Telephone there is what to speak.
Whoa!
Hello Dirtfish Rally friends. Now you're probably wondering, this isn't Kenya and this definitely isn't the handsome David Evans. No, it is Elliot, the Dirtfish videographer and editor here, and we're on our way to Kenya, to Nairobi. We've got a long stop here at Dubai, but nearly there. Final leg of the journey, 5-hour flight to Nairobi. Can't wait to be there for the rally this year. Going to see a few friendly Scotsmen throughout the week, you'll see very shortly. But yeah, final leg of the journey, let's go.
This is much better than UAE,
right? IT.
Good.
Let's go. So we are here.
Yes.
Eric,
Yes.
say hello.
Hi.
How are we doing?
Hi, Dirtfish friends.
Yes, he knows the phrase.
Yes.
You can turn the light off now, my friend. So
Thank you,
we can
thank you.
hopefully see these little fellas. We have arrived at the Naivasha Service Park. It's 11 p.m. Eric has done a fantastic job, and he's going to give me a quick late night tour of the service park. No other wildlife was encountered into the service park. Everything you'd usually see at a WRC service park, except for the people. So what do we have here, Eric, on the hill?
That's the presidential pavilion.
Right.
Yeah.
And what goes on in here?
So rally officials, in case the president is around, the secretariat will come here and they'll hang out there.
Service cars out. Our detour is done. Service park security has changed a little bit in recent years. It's good night from the zebras, and we'll be back here when hopefully there's a bit of daylight. The sound of the birds is quite beautiful. It's 6 o'clock. We're all packed and ready for what is Tuesday morning. Wow, still such a long way until the rally starts, but we're getting going straight away. You know how we do it at Dirtfish. And yeah, gonna go and try and catch the guys on Recce, which we haven't done for a while, so we'll see how it goes. Well, here we are at the start of stage 14 and 17, but I didn't get here alone. Here we have the man, the myth, the legend, the voice on the podcast that you all recognise. George, how are we this morning?
Never better. The stage is called Malawa, and it's possibly the roughest stage in the rally. Only about, Ian, how long is the stage? Is it 11 kilometres?
Yeah, I think so.
11 kilometres, but there's rockeries in here, really tough.
We're doing some Recce interviews,
We certainly are.
so yeah, we'll crack on. George has got the mic, let's go. So we've spoken to the drivers and we are now at George's hotel. Off for some breakfast. George is very excited. Coffee.
What you can't see on the video is the smell of sausages and bacon. It's going right round my heart.
Oh dear, and look, the speed of the walking has increased. Back here at the start of stage number 14, like we were here this morning.
Yes, we were.
George is putting his onboard camera onto the front just here. Look, this is what you need for safari. This isn't going anywhere, and we've had to stop at this wonderful view of Lake Naivasha. It's just stunning.
To give you a context,
Oh, not
Stickers, do we have stickers? How are we doing?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
look
more
at
like
this,
it.
man.
Great. Look at that. The quality of that is superb.
So did you choose our car because it's almost the same color as your t-shirt?
I choose
Yes. One of the big buzzwords from the last couple of years at the Safari Rally, fesh, and we found some. It's so fine, so powdery, so dusty. George, we're driving in the fesh at the moment. What's your technique?
The technique is keep the car just very small steering angles, lift off the power a little bit to let it turn. Classic Dirtfish rally driving training, to be honest.
What would Nate reckon of this?
They would think, oh my god, time to go back and develop a few more lessons for driving in the fesh.
Back into the McRae room, I think, for a few more lessons.
A few more lessons in the McRae room, and actually it's a bit like driving on deep snow.
So George, tell us where we are at the moment precisely.
We are in the Osirian Conservancy game park, basically, and we're on this beautiful savanna plain. We are surrounded by wildlife. There's a Tommy's gazelle just running across the road right in front of us. Look at that spectacular leap. Zebra, How did a zebra ever come about? Not one naturalist can ever persuade me that's a good disguise. Wow. Well, there's more to the rally than the race.
Who we got here?
My name is Skin Kibet, big fan of that fish. Georgia, how many times? This is what?
This is
second year.
And what was your first question when you saw me?
Where is Colin?
Yeah,
No.
God.
When are you guys bringing David Evans? When are you guys bringing David Evans to Africa?
Colin really doesn't like Africa, so
Why?
he doesn't come. Obviously, you keep
Why?
asking for him, he's never here.
And where's David Evans?
David Evans, who's that? Who's that?
It's because he's always arguing with him on the podcast. You see, David, you see what happens?
So, in typical Dirtfish Team Talk style, it has been very frantic, but George Donaldson has done an excellent job on the mic.
It's rained, what's going on? And it looks like rain everywhere.
Yeah. And I can't remember yet if we've introduced formally Tony
Tony, get
in the background. I can't remember if I did earlier. Tony, introduce yourself.
Tony Vincent, White Knight Global Logistics, WRC Specialist.
We like that. Is that warranted? That was lightning in the background, by the way.
100% warranted. Tony has moved rally cars around the world for 30 years professionally for the WRC teams. We've missed our gate, guys. Sorry, back the way. Back the way out. Down this next one.
Oh, you get the car. I'll wait right here.
No, you come with us.
No. Wednesday morning, and taxi.
Taxi's here.
Taxi's here.
Taxi's here.
What a pleasant surprise. One of the best taxi drivers in the whole of Kenya.
That was slightly backhanded, but I'll take it.
The plan this morning is to head into Shakedown. George has made a few calls, spoken to a few contacts, and hopefully we'll be able to get into a point where we can see some cars up close and bring you loads of the atmosphere. What do you reckon?
We have been promised entry.
Promised?
Promised entry, but promises are promises. The reality might be something different. This is further than I thought.
Noble steed. Toyota Land Cruiser, which has done a fantastic job so far. Parked at the top of the hill at Shakedown. Here is the long road up to Shakedown. Look at that, that's just gorgeous. Really gorgeous. Rallying does take you some incredible places. So as predicted, the long road I just mentioned, they're actually tyre warming on here quite aggressively. There's even a little jump here. If you haven't already, look up in the corner there, press the link. That's our Shakedown atmosphere, action, video, whatever you call it, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. These guys are flying up here. So we've left the cars at the start of Shakedown and joined them back at the remote service. This location is just pretty spectacular.
Already, this story's gone too far already.
I strongly believe they can do it.
So what is the plan? You have
So here we are at what I believe is the presidential building. And it's not a bad view of the service park at all. They've even got a screen there ready for when the rally's on. When you're here, you're really going to get the best seat in the house.
We're actually studying the weather because the weather forecast is so awful. You're going to get to high ground and just look at what's happening. So, just looking out here, straight across there where all that rain is where we were this morning at the Shakedown. That is the Shakedown.
We almost have a direct split, don't we here, look,
Yep.
of the weather front.
There it is.
Half rainy and half sunny. I'm not sure what you'd call a Ford, Skoda, Ford sandwich. But I'm looking at one right now. We've got some lovely Toyota Rally ones over there. 3 so far because we're actually not sure what's going on with Katsuta's car. The team are watching over, making sure everything's being done properly. I imagine it's a bit nervy for them, but these guys are great and do a great job. Eric, he is in charge of this process. He does a wonderful job. All under control, Eric?
All under control.
Just Ford left and Hyundai? Where are Hyundai?
Hyundai just about to come.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Doing a great job.
Thank you very much.
So George, you can have your soy sambus, sleeping warriors, but this is the toughest stage of the rally. Naivasha downtown.
And I just
by
lost.
night.
I just lost as well. This guy bulldozed me. I wasn't fast enough.
Unbelievable, that's not good enough. That is Wednesday done. Again, another very busy pre-rally day. Tomorrow, we unite with Colin Clark. He is joining us. Tonight, you will see him. Tomorrow, I'm sure you've all been desperately waiting to see Colin. I haven't. Obviously just joking, Colin, we're looking forward to seeing you. Time for some petrol, and then time for some work, and then time for some bed. Kat clearly isn't a rally fan, because there is so much to get excited for today. It is Thursday. The rally starts today, finally.
We've done some fun ones already. Are you well and happy?
Always well and happy, George. And you?
Petrol or diesel?
Petrol.
2.7.
George, I've got no idea. It's from Japan. It speaks to me in Japanese.
Is it slow? Is it slow?
I don't care, George. I don't drive quickly. I'm not like, we're here. It got me.
The mad Scotsmen are reunited. I've fully braced myself for this moment. It's going to be all right. The team is here, ready to bring you absolutely everything. And George has now told us to follow him. God knows where we're going, mate.
Yeah, we're going around the service park, clearly. He knows where he's going, and that's the main thing, so.
Follow George.
Follow the man. That's it, your sword, don't touch, don't touch.
I moved it.
Don't, please don't. I know it's yours, please don't. Well, hello, Darkfish Rally friends, and my goodness me, it's Rally Kenya, the Safari Rally.
So we're here at the Kasarani Super Special, and I've lost Colin already. Not a clue where. Oh wait, no I haven't.
Sometimes you've got to just be a little bit, I don't know, persuasive and commandeer this little truck. It's a great, isn't it, you know? A little bit of a viewing spot by the start line. Off you go, I'm having fun up here.
See ya, bye-bye.
Oh, I can't wait. The atmosphere is building.
Average if you ask me.
Was it average?
Not at all.
It's great, isn't it? A little lad, this is what it's all about. It's, you know, we talk about kids and getting them introduced to sport. This is what it's all about. Getting them nice and close up, and it's a day he's not going to forget, isn't it, with his dad?
No.
The established exactly what it is. It's good, yeah.
Those 2 years they had for last year's it certainly is key in a number of the East African Safari Classic.
That will never, ever get boring. We bits of off-roading to get out quickly. Hello, Jumbo. Oh, can we?
What's that?
To the front. Asante sana.
Dirtfish!
Dirtfish! The stars of that super special for me, definitely the fans. They really turned out here as they do, and as they have done for the last 2 years. And as you can see, even driving by, big fans of Dirtfish.
Look at this thing.
Oh my God.
Wow, it's actually very impressive. I think that's what they call... Oh no, it's not. I thought it was one of those water cannons, but I don't know.
And now it's the long drive back up to Naivasha. We're on our drive back up, and as you can see, traffic paradise. But we've had to stop on our way back to Naivasha because of this. Simply breathtaking. What are we doing here, mate?
Well, we're just spending a little bit of money and just buying some of these crafts that these lovely gentlemen have put together.
Orange is definitely the colour of choice for obvious reasons.
Orange.
So we've got our Dirtfish bracelets. These guys are having a little boogie. You want to join in?
Always
Oh God.
join, and when you get the vibes and you just start moving.
The sun has gone in, but it's still an incredible view here.
Present boys.
Listen.
Present
Stop.
boys, look.
That's
Dirtfish orange for both of you. I put mine on my right wrist, George.
I'll put mine on my right.
No, look, and now apparently, so we do this. I don't know how we do it. How do we do it?
Just pull it. So, First cup of coffee for me, but that right there is cafe numero 2.
Sugar, where's the sugar, mate? I thought I brought it to the table.
Oh no.
What have we done with it?
That's the salt. Don't use the salt.
Honestly?
Yeah.
No one's here.
Oh, we got it
Has Mr. P taken it?
Oh, is this
Lifting up, bro.
the camera is on the sugar.
Oh, sorry, Mr. P, for accusing you of being the sugar thief. Do you know what Mr. P told me last year? Because you will see it, and we don't go too far out of here. We go 4 or 5 k's out of town and you see the giraffes, and you go a little bit further and you see the zebras. He said it's not actually unusual to have the giraffes come into town. He said he's got up in the morning and seen a giraffe munching on his bushes and on his trees here.
Wow, we could be so lucky.
We could be lucky.
Plan today. Head to the first stage as usual. Now we've got George and the lovely Tony with us as well. So they're going to try and share some of the news in terms of stage ends, trying to bring you up to date.
Yeah.
As you'd have probably seen already on Dirtfish Live Centre, if you haven't, the button up there, you know where to click. Recap it all. It doesn't go. You can stay, watch
Go
it.
back days after, weeks after.
You could even go to Monte Carlo Thursday right now.
Could you?
It is all still there.
Still
and that was even quite an eventful start to the year, wasn't it? A few hazards.
Mighty
in there.
eventful.
Hey, Robin, it's my boy. Oh, yeah.
Legend.
I've seen you on WRC for the rest of my life.
Ah, you're a good man.
Sometimes the drivers don't stop next to each other, so we have to do a bit of driving between them.
Yeah, do you know what? More often than not they do, but there's one driver that always stopped on his own, and that was Sebastian Loeb. Every single time he was somewhere else, difficult to find. But that's Hoshi, let's go and see if we can grab a word.
This is proper rural Africa, just look at this. We've bumped into some more fans here on the road section between stage 3 and 4. Dirtfish!
Thank you.
Humans, donkeys, sheep, goats. They all live in perfect harmony here. It's great to see. Issues for Katsuta here. The boys are working really hard to fix. The World Rally Championship has some of the most incredible technology in the world, but also we have our stage times board. Colin, praise me here, please.
Right, Elliot, you getting a little bit annoyed at me going, what time's next stage, what time's next stage, pass me the road book, pass me the road book. And you've come up with that. It's all about improvisation, Elliot, and that is a fine piece of Elliot style improvisation.
Yeah.
It's great, mate, well done. Fabulous top class drivers, certainly that I've come across over the last 20 years, George. The reason they haven't become...
Oh no! Look, he was too fast, he went off. 2 of them, they went off.
Whoa!
Look, 2 off. One is... come to the road.
How fast are you going?
55 kph.
Going.
The world's fastest zebra.
55.
Wow.
Was that this morning?
Yeah, first stage. And the 2 of them, they crashed, and the other was understeer.
Oh my.
See you later, Dani Sordo.
What, Colin, describe what you just saw.
Oh my word, listen, it's one of the hazards of being out in Kenya. Zebra on the stage. Now, normally what happens is they move straight off as soon as they hear the rally cars, but 3 of them have got in front of Dani's car and have just kept going at 55 kilometers an hour. The road's tightened left. 2 of them have understeered and off together, crashed off into the bushes. The other one has almost done a Scandinavian flick and has continued on up the stage. 55 kilometers an hour,
God.
the world's fastest zebras.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my word.
I've never seen it. He
Oh
could
my
turn
word.
that front one.
Oh, he could.
turn.
It was the nimbleness.
Oh
it was
my
the turning,
God.
wasn't it? Cali Robin
Robin
zebra.
zebra.
Yeah, not bad. Cali Robin zebra.
Anyway.
I was thinking with more.
So the breaking news is Thierry Neuville's just stopped on stage.
Okay,
His
let's get to
suspension,
Let's
by
get
the
to
sounds of it, is going no further. So Cole's been planning away.
Yeah, well, it's a little tricky to work out where he is, but it's always the case. You know, we have a number of things we can use to help us try and identify where they are, and we've used them all. I think we roughly know where Neuville is, so our next job is to find Neuville. Here, I reckon the stage is just across there.
Go for it. Your reckon is usually right.
Right, well, he's there, right? So
I'll get there.
He's just below that.
I can.
He's there. I'll tell you where he is. There, he's there. He's there. There he is. So he's there. There's exactly where he is. There's where he is. That's where we've got to go to. Exactly there. There's the car! There's a car! Oh yes, I love it when a plan comes together. That is a stricken Hyundai. Listen, I never like to see a stricken car, but that is a stricken Hyundai. Where can we park here? We're going to park just by these gates.
So we've arrived at the scene, and the process here is to usually get photos to send to the boys back at home, to get them uploaded on social media and into Dirtfish Live Centre. We've recorded our opening piece for a YouTube video. But Cole, what's our process here? Recorded the opening piece, what do we do now?
The most important thing is that we don't get in the way, as some people do. We don't get in the way. We absolutely want to respect the fact that these guys have got a job to do. So we've made our way here, we've got the pictures, we've tried to describe what's going on. The next thing we've got to do is try and get a word with Thierry or Martin to find out, A, what caused their issues, and B, what the prognosis is. Can they actually do something here, perhaps get the car back? I'm not sure they can. Yeah, sometimes you think they're talking to themselves, but they're not. The telephone there has got the speaker on, and they'll have an engineer on the other end of the line. So they're talking to the engineer back in service about what they should be doing to give them the best chance.
So Thierry said he wants to leave the stage now this way, hence moving the Dirtfish mobile. Cole, that's his rally over.
Yeah, that's his rally over. Well, certainly over for today. Again, really his best opportunity now is going to be power stage points. Unfortunately, that's been a story that we've heard too often this year for Thierry Neuville.
Pay attention, Colin.
Sorry.
Pay attention.
Sorry,
because
mate.
we've got a herd.
We do. Herd of what? Sheep.
I thought you were asking yourself.
No, I was wondering if you knew what it was. Yeah.
Were you asking me because I said the male goat looked pregnant yesterday?
It wasn't your finest moment, Elliot. It's fair to say.
Dealt with the challenge exceptionally well. I think psychologically it's always going to be first in the morning.
Colin, the final task of the day is to navigate our way back home.
Yeah.
In this semi-quiet, you say, semi-quiet road. The rain has kept people off, but what wasn't quiet was Friday, the opening day of the rally. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness.
It was a heck of a day, wasn't it?
It's been a long, tiring one. So much so that in the review we've just recorded, George Donaldson, we've had to cut out 4 yawns, I believe, from George Donaldson. He's been out on the stages as well, providing content for Live Centre. So have we. We're going to sleep well tonight, but first we've got tea with Mr. P and some fish and chips, Kenyan style.
Fish and chips, Kenyan style, with Chef Young.
Chef Young.
He's looking after us well, isn't he?
Yes, he's a good boy. He's a good boy, Chef Young. So yeah, no, all done for today. And
it's been a good one.
It's been a good one. We go again tomorrow.
Stage number did we say it was?
8. I'm here reading the road book on Saturday morning.
Reading the road book?
Yes, I was on the wrong page a second ago when you asked me where I was, but as you can tell, it's clearly a very difficult road book. Lots and lots of straight lines. So I'm coping all right so far. No help required, mate. None at all.
Lots of straight lines in the road book.
Yeah? Are they not straight?
What does a straight line mean then?
It means you're not turning off. Look at that.
That's an impressive herd of cows, actually.
It is, he's got...
That is an impressive herd of cows.
Strength in numbers. I am fuming. Why am I fuming? Go on.
No, listen, we're always striving for perfection. And, you know, in terms of planning, this is a great start. It's a great start, having the times there. Because I'm always asking him, what time is the stage? He's always having to go to the road book and all this. But what I've just said is, look, because next time, you know, sometimes I need to know how long the stage is so I can work out how much time we've got to get to the end of the stage. So we're heading to the end of stage 9. Starts at 9:05, but I don't know how long it is, Elliot. So if you were to make it better, just in brackets, length of the stage as well, and it'll be almost perfect. Is that reasonable?
Give this man a break. Give this man. That generally took me about 15 minutes as well. You join me at the end of stage 9. What an amazing spot by Lake Elementaita. I believe that's how you say it. As you can see in the distance there, we've got the stage, the chopper following what will be Pierre-Louis Loubet.
Hi Tara. Listen, I'm really pleased to hear that you're in school today, but you're missing all this great rallying. But it's good to see that you're studying hard. Hopefully, Tara, we'll get the chance to meet you next year. It's the delight to meet your dad. We'll meet you next year, hopefully. See you then, Tara. All the best, my friend. And keep studying hard. Really important.
It's like you're talking. Man, we talk about him all the time.
Oh, good man. Yeah, he's done.
Love that fish.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
Welcome to Kenya.
Thank you
very much, guys.
Everywhere, guys.
Everywhere. Amazing.
We always subscribe and make sure that we enjoy the rally. You guys do a wonderful job.
Thank you.
So
Keep
much.
it up.
Thank you so
Asante sana.
much.
Karibu Kenya.
Karibu Kenya.
Mumona wanyama.
And what are you doing here? What is your job? Radio. Wow.
Radio control.
Awesome.
Just confirming everything moves swiftly. We give on the times on all the cars. Make sure the times our controls are all matching and everything is wonderful.
Fantastic. Good job, guys.
Thank you
well
so
done.
much. All right.
And then we'll go left.
That is fabulous. This is lovely. Nice to meet you guys.
Speedy.
The next one.
Perhaps, I don't know.
It seemed unlikely, the corner. I mean, the prop shaft issue, I'm told it was just a straightforward.
Do you reckon this chap knows who Oliver Solberg is? Yeah, but we do. And he's got a puncture at the end of 12, unfortunately. These guys practice the procedure over and over again. And honestly, the journey to the next stage is not far at all. So it's a very relaxed puncture change from Elliot and Oliver. Look at that rain coming in.
Look at the sleeping warrior.
Happening.
Yes.
You can't see the sleeping
The
warrior.
warrior's disappeared.
He's gone.
Boys, have fun tomorrow. Good seeing you. We'll see you next year. One more time. Come and say hello. Cheers, lads. See ya.
Colin, that's the end of the day.
It just hasn't stopped today. It's been from what, 5:30 this morning. It's been full on. There we go. It hasn't stopped and it hasn't ended yet for these guys from Hyundai, has it?
That is the wrap on Saturday. Wow, busy day at Dirtfish. Lots of driving around. Bit of weather, bit of a breeze here now. That's kind of been the story of the day. It's been all over the place, really. But we should be in for a decent Sunday. A lot of mileage, which is good. We'll see you in the morning. Ciao.
And then we go to Sleeping Warrior, which is...
Good morning, everyone. Final day of Safari Rally 2023. 6 stages today. It's been a bit of a chaotic morning, lots of traffic on the road. Cars are only just making it here in time. Hell's Gates power stage is just looking incredible. It's my first time here and wow. So we've got the Safari Rally of our own now. The traffic, as you can see, still on the main road back into town. That is from last night, we believe. Some rally drivers took 8 hours to get home from the final stage, Sleeping Warrior, yesterday. And now Colin is doing a bit of legal rallying. Nothing wrong with doing here. The fastest route home. So it is that time for the final media zone of the rally, really. Probably the most intense, where we try and eke everything out of our drivers, team bosses, co-drivers. Well, a stunning evening on a stunning rally in a stunning place and a stunning house which belongs to Mr. P. That is the man who's looked after us this weekend really well. If you're coming to Naivasha ever, Marinja Guest House. Marinja Guest House. Colin is checked out, sit rep.
Yeah, it's a great place, isn't it? It's a good. I mean, look at us. We're just sitting having kicked the shoes off. A couple of cups of tea. Mr. P's great company looking after us well.
This is it.
This is home.
This is home.
Exactly.
This is home.
Yeah,
the home of mankind, as the president was saying on the podium. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed putting up with me. It has been a fantastic week in Kenya. I can't wait to hopefully be back. Hopefully we keep coming to this event.
President said we're coming back. So
President said we're coming back with no visas. So I'm all for that. I'm all for that, chaps. Well, we will see you soon in Estonia. Make sure to head to dirtfish.com and we will see you there soon.